Today we are taking a look at Solana coin. Welcome back everyone. And Solana coin is showing us some sort of volume upward movement. And of course, Bitcoin is heading towards all-time highs right now, so all the markets are showing some green signs. But on the Solana coin, we are witnessing a successful retest after a nice breakout here in the region of like 160-ish area. So we had a breakout, some sort of like consolidation sideways movement, dominance from the sellers, now the successful retest, and now ideally we have to see some sort of breakout. So market structure break has happened right now in this region. We can see a nice breakout, but overall we would wait for this area to be secured by the buyers. And once we see this area to be secured, we are going to go and look for some sort of upward movement, with the first target being this bullish CME gap in the region of like 200-ish area. Now, two reasons why we chose this bullish CMA gap to be our target instead of, for example, this area here, which is like some sort of resistance zone right now, is because first things first, 200 is a nice round number, and a lot of people who have big money, they don't go and type like 155.46 as an order to go for a long position or close some sort of position. They go for round numbers like 180, 190, 200, and 200 is like a golden spot and like a psychological resistance zone for us. So first target is from current zones. Let's not take even current zones. This area here would be like 13%. Stop loss has to be closer to this area. Now, I can't say the word, but pretty bad risk and reward ratio in this case. But we would actually drag this here once we see a successful breakout and retest. So a proper breakout structure in this region. Now, as we see, actually, let me talk on the second one as well. And of course, the second target is this next bullish CMA gap, which is pretty huge. Here we can see. And again, 140-ish area. So if we see that buyers still maintain dominance in this region, then going for this, and stop loss would be moved, of course, at least towards this area here. And we would, of course, take some partial profits as well. But going to the 30-minute time frame, because right now markets are just booming insanely, what we see is after this successful upward retest, like this retest and upward movement, we had this like a neckline zone, let's call it, upside down neckline zone formed, and of course rejection, and now a breakout on full scale. Now if we see that the buyers will maintain still the dominance in this region, then of course additional confirmation for us for upcoming movement towards this area, and after that the movement towards our major target of this bullish CM gap near the 200 area. And if we go on the daily time frame, we see that recently we had retested, so we broken out from the EMAs, retested them as well. So we see multiple signs that there is a huge potential for the price to move to the upper zones again and reclaim at least the region in this area or region in this area. So two basically zones that we want to keep attentions at right now. Let me remove the background as well, so we get the better understanding, and like this. So basically that's it for the Solana coin. One thing more, keep an eye on the RSI, because as soon as we reach on the daily time frame the RSI to the overbought zones, we usually see some sort of rejection. For example, we reached here in the overbought zones and we saw a rejection. Now we're going for a breakout. Most likely we're going to enter into overbought zones. Depends on the expandability of the movement, but if we move in this region, of course we expect some sort of rejection from here as well. So pretty big chunk of profits would be taken in this region for us, because if buyers won't secure this area and sellers show dominance and sellers actually form a market structure break, so we see upward movement, bam bam bam, and then we see a market structure break. This is the market structure break and the proper retest or the fill of fair value gap zones. Then, of course, this would be our ideal entry point. Either this area, wait, this area, or this area as soon as we see some sort of rejection. So if we see the market structure break, we are going to go from a short position. So from the long position going into the short position here. So majority of profits will be taken in the region of $200. But if we see or we don't see the market structure break and we see that buyers will continue to show the dominance to the upside and go for like this sort of movement, then of course stop loss should be closer here. Going to put this in here, and here you might top up slightly the position. So depends. So that's it for the Solana coin. Right now, pretty crazy movements on the market, so definitely keep an eye on current market structure development. And as always, thank you for watching this video and see you on the next one.